All right, we're on live. What's up, Twice?
Yo.
Put that volume down. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best Twice impression right now.
Oh man, here comes some good one. Here comes the A1.
What's going on? What's happening, everybody? My name's the Dean. You got Dr. Christopher Salute on here. What's going on? If it ain't with the doctor, then you don't know if you're feeling good. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what? He said it just how I be thinking it. Because if it don't come from the doctor, I don't be believing it.
Right.
So
exactly. Welcome everybody to the barbershop. This is WGSN-DB Going Solo Network Radio. I am your host, Dr. Christopher Salute. We got my boy Twice hanging out with us, and we always got Robbie in the background, just kind of hanging out. We got CC on the ones and the twos, hanging out in the back, producing the show. And I was so impressed with your show last week. You always have some good. You do a lot of prep work. I kind of just fly off. And I kind of thought as we got on with it, because I have a lot of stories to tell, right?
Love them too.
Yeah, and I love telling my stories, but at the same time, I was really impressed, and I felt like I should be doing a better job of prepping for the show and kind of coming in with a script. So I thought what we would do tonight is talk about the end of COVID and how we can continue to stay safe and run with our dating ideas and not necessarily go to a public restaurant, because as we start to date, right? As we, I was actually searching for a place to eat last weekend. Have you guys tried to eat somewhere?
Negative.
So I tried to get a bite to eat this weekend.
Where'd you go?
Nowhere, because nothing was open. So I went.
They only do reservations and stuff like that?
No, they would do. No, you couldn't even get in. They were still closed, and I think it's because, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, that oh hey Robbie, I think it's just my opinion that the waiters and waitresses are making more money with unemployment, because you're making about $54,000 a year on unemployment. You probably don't make that as a server in Vegas unless you're at a higher end spot. So I think it's harder for these business owners to get their folks to come back in. Because think about it, right? If you were making that kind of money, would you want to go?
Making like $1,200 a week.
Yeah, right. Would you want to go back to work? No. Wait for this to run out, right?
Right, for sure.
So I tried to get a bite to eat. Couldn't find anywhere that was serving. I wound up going to Pops. You know Pops down the road?
Yeah, the little chili cheesesteak joint.
Got all the goodness. Just ate it and just watched it. Oh, so good. So what did I watch? I watched a Disney movie. I forget what it was. Oh no, I watched
it's been there about almost 30 years, maybe longer.
Yeah, I like local spots like that. I'm trying to spend my money locally. I got my stimulus check. I spent it on, my friend Catherine Dean sold me my great shake system that it balances my body.
Yeah. I'm
spending it on my friend Brita's got those sparkle paparazzi jewelry. I bought some cool chains and stuff.
Oh, baller!
This
guy said he bought some chains.
What else did I buy? I bought.
That's not gonna be good for dating.
What do you mean? Why?
Why?
It's gonna be great.
No, because they're gonna see all your flash, your bling. They gonna forget you to date.
And I'm gonna have my girl on my arm, and she's gonna tell him to chill.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah. You're right. Let me tell you.
And then I went to my beautiful.
She don't play none of
that. No. My girl is a Cherokee Native American and
chief,
and from the South. So she's half warrior, half Southern. Don't mess with me. So you can't really go anywhere near me when she's near me.
Oh yeah.
And then I went to mybeautifulfluff.com and I got her some earrings. So I've been spending money. I'm trying to spend locally, right? But I think that we need to really be careful about going out and spending time on dates right now when there are still crowded restaurants. I think we should still be cautious. So today's show is about dating without going to a restaurant. And I thought we'd just kick it off. I bought this
dating without going to a restaurant.
Without going to a restaurant. So I bought these. I don't know if you could see them. So by the way, the people that I mentioned have not sponsored our show. I'm mentioning them out of the goodness of my heart. But if you would like to sponsor one of our shows, you just let me know. But this is Date Night Creative Ideas. I actually got this at a sex shop in Vegas one of my friends works at. Oh. And I went to go support her.
That's like 200, 100, maybe like 100 different ideas.
100 different ideas. So she runs the sex shop and she gets commission whenever you buy something.
Yeah.
So I went in and I just bought something to help her with some commission. So I thought we'd hit this up, but before we hit up the 100 date ideas, I thought we might talk about what was your favorite date without going to a restaurant. Can you think of one? And I know I'm putting you on the spot, and I'm putting you on the spot so that I have time to think of mine.
You know what? I usually like to do that too. My favorite date though, without going to a restaurant. One day we decided to go to Cali and just head to the beach.
Okay.
4-hour trip. Woo, got in the car.
Yep.
Went down to the beach. I ended up getting some weed.
Nice.
We ended up.
This is legal in Vegas and Cali, so he wasn't breaking the law.
No breaking no laws, but I was having some good vibes though.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So you just a beach date.
Yeah, man,
right?
it was amazing, man.
So I can tell you that I can think of about 1,001 dates that I've had that were non-restaurant related. I would say that out of respect for my special human who will probably be watching the show, I will pick one of the more recent ones that was with her.
Nice.
So this was at a time when I was at a real low point. If you've watched the show historically, you know a bit about my history. I got pretty badly attacked in last year around this time, actually. And some of it was deserved, most of it was not, but we're not going to get into the details. But I was in pretty bad shape, and so I flew my special human out to me in New York. And after I flew her out, I didn't really have much money because flights are expensive.
Yeah.
And I had lost a lot of money with some events and stuff like that. So we said, what can we do tonight? We're kind of hungry. And in New York, do they have? I haven't really spent the summer in Vegas, but in New York, all summer long, they've got church fairs. They have those in Vegas?
Church fairs.
Yeah.
Like
Greek festivals.
Oh, yeah,
Catholic
absolutely.
Yeah. So pretty much every night of the weekend, there was a church festival with Zeppelis and churros and fried Oreos and meats and foods and all this stuff and games. So we went, and to be honest, we probably only spent $30 because that's about all I had on me. And we ate and we played games. And she's very good with the BB gun shooters.
Yeah.
And I'm very good with just being intelligent. So
and I'm good at thinking.
So we were trying. There was a star, right? And you had to empty out the whole star, and then if you emptied the whole star, you got the biggest. Yeah. The biggest there. Now we were trying to outline the star, and then we all figured it out. You don't outline the star. If you shoot out the star from the middle, it shoots out a lot easier.
Oh.
Yeah. So we shot out the star from the middle, and then from the outside, and then we won 2 huge teddy bears, and we gave one to my neighbor downstairs, and I think we gave one to Joker
to Tara.
Hump.
So I did one. There was one date in particular that really caught my interest. He was talking about BB guns.
Yeah.
I went on a laser tag date.
I'll take a laser tag date
any day. Man, but I made a critical mistake.
What's that?
Because we ended up going there with like a group of like 10, 12 kids.
Oh, that's the best though.
But here's the thing. One of me and the kids started beefing. I pushed them down.
Oh, yeah, I've done that.
I executed them.
Yeah.
And with laser tag style.
Yeah.
The rest of the day, it was 12 on 1.
Yeah, but I think that's fair. Did you take?
It was fair.
Did you take 12 kids on or no?
Yeah.
Did you win?
No.
Oh, all right.
It was hiding all around the whole place.
That's a lose-lose kind of situation, right? If you win, you just beat on a 12-year-old. If you lose, you just got your butt kicked by a 12-year-old, right?
Yeah, it's a lose-lose situation.
I've done that too. I've done that in laser tag. I got kicked out of a paintball place in Jersey once because I wound up hitting this guy. We met I thought I shot him, and he said I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did. And so I took the butt end of my gun and I hit him in the chin.
Y'all was real.
I had him in the chin.
Y'all was in combat.
Yeah, and then he fell down, and then I shot him. And I go, well, I shot you now, didn't I? And the ref saw it, and I was disqualified. That was the date. That was just a Saturday.
That wasn't the date. I was just going to war zone.
Yeah.
I was testing out my Vietnam skills.
Yeah. Robbie, what's been like one of your favorite dates without going to a restaurant?
Well, coming from Hawaii, it was always beach dates.
Always beach dates.
Always.
Beach dates, bonfire.
Yeah, he said he's from Hawaii.
Yeah,
Robbie.
so go out, probably go to like Food Land, grab a couple poke bowls, some drinks, then go out to the beach, just chill, relax, play some nice music while the waves are crashing.
What's Foodland? A grocery store?
Foodland. Yeah, it's a grocery store.
Oh, I thought it was an actual restaurant. Or
No,
not a restaurant, like a
yeah. So think of
like a
Foodland
market.
like Safeway.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
Smith's. Yeah. So Foodland is probably one of the most hottest spots for local people to go and grab some poke,
Foodland.
grab some drinks, some quick drinks, some beers.
Yeah.
Get out to the beach, chill, relax.
Yeah.
Put on some music, have some fun. In fact, that was probably my most
Dude,
fun.
That was the best one.
Yeah. And I'm gonna add one too, and then we'll get hit up on. And feel free if y'all are just watching and being passive about this. We are not happy about that. You got to chime in because
Let us know.
We know we get like 100 viewers here, and like we get 3 comments. So y'all got to chime in. But I'll add
Let
another
us
one.
know your favorite date.
Yeah, with another one with my special human. She came through.
Or your worst one.
Yeah. Oh, your work. We can talk about some bad ones too. With my special human, we went to. But I have to say, I think I'm cheating because I think we went to a restaurant first. But but the best part of that date was Sahara from Hilton.
Yes.
She sings at this cigar bar in Tivoli Village.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know that.
I can't remember the name of the cigar bar, but I'll tell you what. First of all,
She has an amazing voice.
she has an amazing voice, and she's like just fire. She was wearing like she was just shared on my page. Oh, that's awesome, Dwayne. Thank you. She was dressed very casually, like in some camouflage pants and just chilling.
Yeah.
But she kind of reminded me almost like, I don't know, like an Alicia Keys meets, I don't know. And she was singing real deep and real rich. And then Kristen is a really good singer too.
Alicia Keys meets a Jill Scott.
Yeah, right, yeah. Or like an Erykah Badu, with the bun, right?
Yeah.
And so Kristen and I went there, and I don't think she smoked a cigar, or I might have gotten her one. We got some cigars. I gotta remember the name of this place. If you can you look up the cigar bar in Tivoli Village so I can shout them out? Again, they didn't pay for a sponsorship either, but y'all need to start paying.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Right up top. See that?
Yeah, right. What's that?
Right up top.
Yeah, exactly. Boom, boom. She got a drink, and I think I got a glass of red wine. And I'm telling, with that and some cigars, it was like maybe $25. I mean, that's a pretty decent date, and a cigar is going to last you like over an hour.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And I think we tipped Sahara. We gave Sahara a couple bucks for singing. So what's the name of it? La Casa. Yeah, good times. So just to kind of kick it off, right? These are some of ours. Let us know what your best and your worst dates are. But I thought we would just kind of go shot for shot and pick one. Do you want to start?
Yeah. I'm going smack dab in the middle.
So this is the date night creative ideas, and it's a his and hers, which I don't know that I agree with because hers tend to be a little bit more feminine and his tend to be more masculine. But I don't play that game. What do you got for me?
Hey, well, sometimes you gotta play both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
That's why we got both sides.
If you don't play both sides of the coin, you ain't getting paid, you dig?
Tell
Stupid.
All right. Hey, look. So I found this one. So white's masculine, and
I think that's
pink
light.
is,
I think that's light blue. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So play a romance game together.
Ooh, I got some of those. In fact, didn't I bring some of those to the party when we had that at the Oasis Park? We had some romance games.
Yeah, but the only game I started going.
Yeah. It was Truth and Dare, which is a great game.
Truth and Dare.
Truth and Dare is actually probably a fun game to play with.
Absolutely.
Date, except you'd have to have a couple other people.
Yeah, about 4.
Yeah, 4 or 5 people.
Yeah,
Truth and Dare is cool because what you do is everyone lists one truth and one dare, and then you get to pick out of the group with which truth and dare you're going to do.
Yes.
So
nobody ever picks mine.
No, because yours are big. Twice is a very different man when he's partying when drink. It's basically his truth is like, tell me about some sex that you had, and then your dare is be just having sex with me. And then people are like, everything you're saying makes me uncomfortable. And so he's like, so you can do that one or not? So I started because I recognized the situation that was happening. So I started adding in my truths and dares were like, tell me a feature about yourself, your internal self that you love, and then also pick somebody in the room to give a hug to. And they were like, those are much more mild. That's an option that I can take. right?
Hey, in the sea. But here's the thing, though. They got everybody going. Everybody's creative juices flowing. And
Well, what it did was it created you as the villain of the entire party, so everyone else bonded. Which was
if
nice.
I didn't throw up, I would have had all the girls in the party.
I'm gonna.
I-
You and I had a different perception.
You
of what
and I-
happened that evening.
You and I have seen different stories.
Because I'm not gonna try to.
I'm telling you, after I threw up, everybody left. Yes.
You know, we'll talk offline about what happened at that party because I don't want.
High class speaker.
Ooh, I like that. So this reminds me of when it wasn't exactly exotic drinks together, but my special human and I did a date. So I'll tell you that I very, very much love my partner. And she gets a little upset when I talk about like, what I used to do with partners. A, because I'm talking about an ex, and we talked about that's like the worst thing you could ever possibly do.
Yes.
But also, one thing that upsets her is I talk about the way I used to spend money. And the reason that I talk about that, and we've talked about it, is an insecurity. I don't have the money. I used to make 6 figures and more. I mean, into 6 figures deeply. So what I could spend was very different, right? I could go on a cruise for a week. I could go to a spa day. I could go to a steakhouse and a hotel, and all these things. Let's see. Is there CC? Are we good? We're having a problem with the internet. Let's see what's happening. I think I'm good on my end. Let's see. Y'all seeing us? Can you see us, Robbie? Kind of froze a little bit.
It's like, stop.
Let's see. Y'all can see now or what? Let's check with Matisse.
Well, your captions on my end are still going.
Things going? Yeah, looks like we're picking up. Frozen. All right. What can we do about that? Let's see if we can switch it up.
No way on the internet.
No. Robbie, can you take that laptop off the white or just shut it? Just close it. Can we see now? Let's see. CC, are we good?
Is it now lag?
Lagged. Still lagging?
It's lagging for sure.
Yo! Don't you ever?
Better. Okay, so CC says it's better.
Don't you? Oh, we're back. We're back. We're back.
Good. I'm glad. So I took a couple of things off the Wi-Fi. We're trying something new today. I don't know if you noticed. We're in the garage studio, so we might have to hardwire this next time to figure out what we got to do. But what I was getting to was me and my special human and I. We wanted to spend a little bit of time doing something luxurious. We wanted to do a spa day, but I was moving to Vegas, so all the money that I had, sold my house, sold everything that I had. I was really. It's not that I didn't. Yeah, it's not that I didn't have the money. I didn't want to spend the money at that point, and I hope that she understood that. I think that she did. And so what we wound up doing was I wanted to treat her to a spa day. So what we did was I got a bunch of like sale items at what's the store? Not Century, H&M. H&M is a great place for eye masks, feet masks, all sorts of like spa goodies, right? And then we went downstairs. We were at the MGM and the Park MGM. So we had Italy, and so Italy had like cheeses, meats, wines, all these kinds of things. So we spent some money on some food, some beers, all that kind of stuff. We brought it up to our room. We did spa. I massaged her. We wrapped her feet. We wrapped her face. We wrapped my feet. We wrapped my face. And then we just kind of chilled and watched TV. And the best part about that is, look, if you're getting a couple's massage at a spa, looks like the next thing y'all want to do. You're that relaxed. You want to do
want to have some fun.
Yeah. So, but you can't because there's somebody in the room, or you can't do it.
You can't.
Right. But when you're But when you're in your own hotel room, right, and you're doing kind of a spa day that is a little bit more, it's a little bit, just less expensive, and you got your hotel, you can spend your time doing that. So we did that, and then we wound up going to Medieval Times, which was food related because there's food, or not, Excalibur, the Excalibur show.
Yeah.
But it was more of like a show than a meal, so it was kind of cool. So that's kind of a luxury that we had that I thought was kind of fun. So it wasn't an exotic drink.
Oh, you gotta leave that out, man, so we don't mix it up.
Oh, that's true. Well, if we get it, we'll just, all right, let's going forward, because I can't. I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
There you go.
All right, so let me do one. Do one here.
All right, we got another date idea coming up.
Right,
and y'all can take these home with you. Make sure to take your lady out. Make sure to take your fella out, your honey out. Y'all gotta have some fun. You don't always gotta go to the restaurant.
Yeah,
plenty of date ideas.
So
go hot air balloon.
This one says go salsa dancing.
Oh.
So I'll tell you what. When I started dating,
that's like sex standing up.
Yeah, absolutely. When I started dating, when I was newly divorced, I started dating, and I really didn't know how to date. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say.
Yeah, it's the whole new game, huh?
Yeah. Actually, and I'll tell you about salsa dancing. We're past the time that we need to take a break. We're going to take a break for our sponsors. This is the Barbershop Show. I'm your host, Dr. Christopher Sloot. We got Twice with me, WGSN-DB, Going Solo Network Radio. We are going to talk about salsa dancing in a second on creative.
You can date with the salsa.
You have salsa with you on the date. We're going to take a quick break for our sponsors down in Florida, and stay with us. We'll be with you in a second. All right, I think we're good now, and we're back. Welcome back, WGSN-DB, Going Solo Network Radio. I'm your host, Dr. Christopher Sloot. You are with the Barbershop. We got Twice with us. We've got Robbie in the background, Cece back producing, making sure we don't get frozen again. Trying out some new stuff today with our new studio. And really, our studio is a desk with some lighting that actually my special human got me as a gift, which is super amazing of her to do that.
She did an amazing job.
She's incredible. And actually, I didn't even realize, though, that we're only using half the lights, which is great. So now we know what we're doing. But we were just about to talk about salsa dance. We are pulling in special date nights from Date Night Creative Ideas. It was actually one of my first dates coming back after my separation. So I wasn't divorced yet. And I met just a very beautiful girl, and she was exactly my type. It was fun. And I said to her, I don't know what to do. I said, I want to go on a date with you, but I'm not really interested in just a regular old date. Like, what do you want to do? Because she was really, I would have invested some time in this person, wound up not working out, and that's, actually, it's what happens, right? And she said to me, I said to her too, I said, let's look at something creative. And she was pretty cool. She was a graphic designer, so she didn't make a ton of money in New York. She said, let's look at something on the cheap. I said, well, that's cool. I already like you, right?
Like you. Yeah.
She looks up like a meetup or something. And the meetup was salsa dancing lessons in a park downtown near Wall Street.
Ooh.
And I said, brilliant idea. And this girl, you could tell this girl knew how to salsa dance. Her hips were moving. It was fun. We danced. Got to know her a little bit. I'll be honest, for a white dude, I'm a decent dancer. I moved my hips. Did you know I was a swing dancer in high school and college?
No.
Yeah, swing dancing. Yep, like flipping people in the air and stuff like that.
Oh, you nice?
Yeah, oh yeah. You ever see the movie Swingers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I'm John Favreau.
Hey, I'm gonna have to put your skills to the test. We're gonna bring you right to a class. Yeah. We're gonna see.
So if you could do that, you could salsa, because it's a similar kind of vibe. It's a 1, 2, 3 or a 1, 2, 3, 4. So we did some salsa dancing, and it was really more of just laughing and kind of hanging out. The salsa, it lasted maybe 45 minutes. Went and grabbed a bite of sushi. Just kind of got to know each other. Sat at a park, and it was really cool. Wound up not working out. I think we wanted different things or whatever. She's married now. Good for her. Like I said, just a beautiful time, and it was a good time.
You know what's an underrated date?
What's that?
Taking your girl or your guy to an old school house party.
I'll take that. That's a good time.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, I did that one time.
Yeah.
But I did the worst time, and the reason why, or one of the worst experiences, is the reason why, because I didn't know how to dance.
You know how to dance?
Didn't. See,
back then.
Yes.
Okay. How old were you?
15.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you had dreads though, didn't you?
No.
Okay, I mean, you can't have dreads if you can't dance.
Yeah, you're right. No, see, I got rhythm now. And after this encounter, I made sure to learn how to, because there was this one song called the Chicken Head, or dance called the Chicken Head.
Oh yeah, chicken.
No, that was a
Chicken
3 6
Head.
Mafia.
Oh.
But with Saint Lunatics, in like the 2000s, they had this dance, and it was rock side to side, back and forth. You do a little kick in there.
Yeah.
So you do a little punch. Girl started dancing with me. Long story short, we see each other from across.
You punched her in the face.
I punched her.
Man,
it wasn't in the face though. It was like in the side, in the back of the neck.
It's like every time I talk to you, I feel like I really am gonna go to jail. I should have got my law degree. You really test the limits of what
you test the limits of fun.
Of like what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she hated me. She was like, I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
You was having a good time, but you just got punched.
You just got
Yeah, it's a great time. You just got punched.
I'll tell you what though, it would be a fun date. So my special human and I both love to kickbox. I would like to go kickboxing with her. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be a fun date, and then like go kickboxing
and then fight each other.
Well, yeah, fight each other. Yeah, get the sparring out, and then take a shower, obviously together, and then go get a bite to eat because we just worked our butt off. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if that'll work. Kickboxing with one another. What if she caught you cheating on her and she didn't tell you, and then she wants to go, or went through your phone, she's mad, or you forgot one of the special date or something, and then she didn't tell you about it from like 3 months ago. And then y'all going to, and she remembering all of that. You can see the angry fire in her eyes, and then guess what?
I mean, you just turned her into like that is a manipulative. That's the least of my problems if that happens. Because I'm dead. Because she knows where I keep my gun.
But what if it turns out like Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Yeah. That'd be dope. Right?
Because remember how it ends?
Yeah, it ends.
Remember how it ends?
You know what I'm saying? I'll get punched in the face if I get a little.
How many bullets did they dodge? 1 billion.
They're good at it.
Be good at dodging bullets.
I'm a pretty good fighter. I feel like I could take her. But again, that's also a lose-lose. Because if I win, I just punch my girl in the face. If I lose,
I just punch my girl out. If I lose, I gotta take her to the doctor. She gotta take me to the doctor. And then I gotta tell everybody that. And then I gotta go.
Now the second one we kind of already talked about, so I'm gonna skip it. It says win each other stuffed animals during the amusement park. I mean, we just kind of did that, right?
Yeah. Hey,
now,
those are always fun.
Yeah. Now, I'll be honest, I've never done that.
Don't cheat. It's my turn.
No, I was going to say.
Okay.
I've never done that.
Was looking a little itchy.
No. Actually, I was going to say if Robbie wants to pick one, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
See what you got, bro.
All right. Look at the draw.
See what you got.
Cool.
Play tennis or badminton together?
I don't know.
I don't know about tennis. That's
tennis. I'll play ping pong though.
I'm terrible. Tennis is good.
Well, you see what I got in the back, right?
Yeah.
We got some air hockey.
We got some air hockey. That I'm down for.
Yes.
Y'all do not want to see me air hockey.
I like a competitive, like a Dave & Buster's date. I'll take that.
I have something about that.
Yeah.
So I actually had a date back at home.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the movies first.
Yeah.
Watched The Greatest Showman.
Okay.
Then after that, it was like Fun Factory right next door to the theater.
Okay.
So we were just like, want to go in? Shoot, let's go.
Yeah.
Right. So apparently she had some competitive side to her. So did I.
Yeah.
And we, I would be like shooting some buckets, or playing Crossy Road.
Yeah.
I think Mortal Kombat was on there too.
Okay. So they was getting it in.
Oh man, we was having some fun. Got some tickets.
Yeah.
Man, shoot, I'd rather take a Dave & Buster's or a Fun Factory time.
Who knows how to play badminton?
I don't think that's a fun date.
That's how it works.
I don't want to go to a date where we gotta pull out a rule book.
Look, I'm constantly
more than 5 rules.
I know I'm white, but I do make fun of Caucasian culture. That's like a white people date. I don't even know
what do you bring with that date? I want to go badminton. Do we wear polos?
I don't
do we
know.
bring like Ritz and?
Yeah,
what do we do?
I don't know. Bring like champagne or something.
I bet.
Wear like
badminton and champagne.
Yeah.
If I was gonna use badminton, I'd probably use it to like TP someone's house or something. Something
Yeah.
Let's just go.
You have a whole like quiver of badminton stuff.
Oh, yeah, pop. Yeah. I like that, but I'll do a competitive date though. I'll do like I've done some Dave and Buster's dates and stuff like that.
This one right here brought up a crazy memory.
Okay.
So this was the one Robbie pulled up. So I guess we can still ask you about it. Drive to a new neighborhood. Pick the most interesting place.
Oh, I got one after Robbie.
And you can find the most interesting place that you can find and spend your date there.
Anybody got? If not, I got.
Oh,
one.
I got two.
Okay.
I for sure got two right now.
I actually we found this pier.
Okay.
Right off the side.
So he says there's a pier.
Pier.
I don't think a lot of people can hear you.
Oh yeah. Okay. So right off of found a pier right off of the road, side of the road. Actually, just minutes down from the beach.
Nice.
And it's like, all right, let's pull over here, see what we got going on. And we ended up having like a little photo shoot between us two.
Yeah.
So that was probably like one of those really candid moments that just like off the cuff. Like those are probably one of the most special times to have.
Yeah, I like that.
Right off the pier, kicking it. I got one even better for you, but it wasn't a good day.
Even better. You gonna just front Robbie like that?
It was better.
Hey, why not?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, he's a good guy. Why you gotta be better?
Hey, I think he'll get over it.
It's a competitive sport.
It's a competitive sport. Hey, if his feelings get hurt because I got a better story than this, he got another thing coming because I'm gonna hurt his feelings every day.
Ooh.
He's got years on me. It's all good.
How old are you?
27.
Ooh, all right, you young.
So this was recently.
Yeah.
I went out with this girl. We didn't have much money, and I wasn't trying to. I could have spent some money, but I wasn't gonna spend it on her. That's what it is.
Constantly apologizing for this man.
She's not worth it. No. And she owed me some money anyway.
She owes you money.
Yeah.
That how you got the date?
Maybe. But we end up driving. It's Christmas time. We end up driving around seeing all the Christmas lights.
Okay. I like that.
We're going through some crazy houses. I'm talking about houses that got the tree lit up, the sidewalk.
You got to go to a wealthy area too. You see some real good stuff.
What? We talking about the roofs, the balconies. They got the dogs, the Christmas Santa blow up, music, projectors. It was bananas.
Yep.
We're sitting outside talking about the stars and everything else. This girl right here just made everything super uncomfortable.
Why?
She starts telling me about her menstrual cycles when she's ovulating.
How do you get from the... These lights really remind me of the menstrual cycle.
Man, I swear to you.
Worth that much.
I can't make this up, man.
Okay.
She's telling, I ovulate in 2 weeks. She's just staring at me. I'm like...
Maybe she was looking for a baby daddy.
Maybe she cannot get these royal oats.
Okay, that's fair.
She's not getting none of that.
It's fair. She's broaching the subject, So I got one that actually beats that. And if you were beating that, right? If we're gonna play that game.
So she looked you in the face and told you when she was ovulating.
Yeah, so better than that. So I was in high school. I just got my license. To be honest,
is that a thing?
What's that?
Let us know if that's a thing. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we had a spot. I'm from Long Island, y'all, from New York. And on Long Island, there's a place called Tiny Town. You ever hear of like a tiny town?
Ain't that a show?
Isn't that like
maybe
like with like those miniature houses?
Yeah, so they have miniature houses for little people. We used to call them midgets, which is not politically correct, but it was a tiny town. So what we would do is you drive through, and we went looking for it because I'd never been there before. And me and her, and then another car played car tag around Tiny Town. And when you get flashed, you're it. So we drove around Tiny Town, we flashed, you're it. What wound up happening was we wound up ticking off some of the people, some of the little people, and they came out of their houses and they started throwing stuff at our cars.
Why they didn't want to play?
I thought they would want to play. We didn't know any better because we were like 16, 17. I guess we were like pissing them off at like 10 o'clock at night playing. So they started throwing stuff in our car. So that's how the date ended. I don't remember if we wound up seeing each other after that. But that's how we got thrown. I got stuff thrown.
Like, you're going to tell me that's better than someone telling you?
Don't piss off the lawn.
When the their menstrual cycle and ovulation
Do
period.
you hear what just happened? We got accosted by a gang of tiny people. You don't think that's a cooler story? You know that's a cooler story? We got
all right.
got
That's
assaulted with groceries.
that
You
might,
don't say that's better?
that might be worth looking at a couple times.
Yeah. I got one that beats. I dated that celebrity for a little bit, and we went up our first date. We went up getting we got like frozen yogurt. We hung out, and we went up parking because she lived with her parents, and we went up parking and just kind of sitting by a park in my car, and, just necking a little bit, and we got pulled over, not pulled over, but a car of teenagers were getting our trying to get our attention, or whatever.
Yeah.
They followed us around town, and she knows that town very well. She gets out of the car. This is my first impression of this woman. Probably should have run. She gets out of her car and she goes, "Mother effers, I'm with my man." My man, I literally had just met her. "I'm with my man. Y'all better back off." And start screaming at him. So with that, so that happens too.
See, the thing of a lot of people don't understand that sometimes good dates are bad dates.
It was a bad date. It was not a good date.
She
was late.
Clarity.
This
was terrible.
She was late a full hour. I was sitting in my car in front of her house for an hour.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Then
I've been there.
We were supposed to get brunch. The brunch spot only served brunch till a certain amount of time. I was sitting in front of her house for an hour. So we ended up getting some drinks at a Greek spot, and then we got some frozen yogurt. And then she started yelling at people in pure fashion.
I went to a date Halloween.
Okay.
Me and this girl that I was talking to.
That's a fun date. You can hand out some candy?
No, we went to the club.
Okay. In costume.
Oh, yes, in costume. I was looking like Method Man from How High.
How do you dress up like Method Man?
I was wearing the nun outfit.
Okay. Okay.
Glasses on, all black, Tim's on.
Yeah.
I was looking fresh and sweet.
I don't know if I would have gotten that because I've only seen How High once or twice.
Everyone thought I was Whoopi Goldberg. Hey, Whoopi.
That's funny.
I was like, Method Man. We was going back.
You have to correct it. I was the Joker once for Halloween, but I wanted to be like my own version of the Joker.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of a mixture of Heath Ledger's Joker, I was wearing like a pinstripe, like purple tuxedo suit, but my makeup was very subtle, almost like the newest Joker, not the newest one, the one in the middle. What's his name? Jared Leto. Yeah. So it was very like my green hair with more of like a vampire white face.
Yeah.
And everyone just thought I was like a purple vampire. They didn't get it.
Yeah.
So they were like, "What are you?" Purple? And literally, my very good friend at the time was we were looking good. She was Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
So when I was next to her, people kind of got it. When I wasn't, people were like, "What are you?"
Who the hell are you?
And I had to explain it to everybody.
Oh man, that sucks. But look, as far as that club scene,
yeah.
Let me tell you, I went there. We had the best table in the whole club. I'm telling you, it's 50,000 just to sit there, for sure.
How'd you get it?
I was dating a high profile.
There you go.
So we get in there, right? She's like, "Okay, just hang out." She was like, "I really don't want you to talk to a bunch of people. Whoop this, whoop that. Just sit behind me. I'll make sure everything's good."
Why didn't you want to talk to people?
I'll tell you. Because there's a lot of people that, a lot of people watch us. Like, I was hanging out with, I'm not going to tell you the guy's name, but he made a couple good big Super Bowl runs.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I was there at the club with him, and we got more attention than he did.
Got it.
So, and that was a different time.
Mm-hmm.
So when we go to the club, we, attract a lot of attention. But she's in there making out with girls, making out with guys, making out with security. My date, making out with security. She's on the table going crazy. And then when a girl would talk to me, she went bananas.
This doesn't sound like a good date at all.
Boy, I was hot. I was mad.
I was mad too.
All the girls are looking at me. They're like, dropping their stuff, bending over, seeing if I'm going to stare at them. "What's wrong? Why don't you come with me? Leave it. Hey, It was about like 10 girls that asked me what was wrong with me. And I'm just sitting there, just like, but yeah, it was a bad date.
That sounds like a bad date.
It was a bad date. When your date starts making out with other guys, That's a bad day.
That happened to me at a club. There was a girl that I had seen for a minute. Like we hung out. I don't even think we went on a date. We hung out a couple times. It was like one of those you want to hang out. And she was the one who said, "I don't want to go on a date. I'll just come over." Okay, cool. Well, I was trying to let her know I wanted to not really see her in that way anymore. So, but I thought, let me go to this club with her. I'll dance with her, and there won't be any physicality, and that's a good way to like start kind of weaning off the romance, right?
Yeah.
When I got there, I was with my buddy. She starts grinding on my buddy and starts wanting to make out with my buddy. And I was like, well, gee, I was trying to do this noble thing where I was going to, just hang out with you in a friendly capacity and kind of let you down. And you started to make out with my buddy. Now, here's where I got a little ticked off. I said, I left the club. And when he came home, I said to him, hey, man, good looking out. You didn't bring her home, because that's, to me, like a cardinal sin. And he goes to me, "Nah, man, I'm not really a good guy. I was about to bring her home, but it was running late. She didn't want to go." I was a little ticked off of my buddy.
Yeah.
A little ticked off. Like, really? You're gonna take her to my place after you know that we hooked up? I didn't think that was the right thing.
I didn't think that was the right thing.
You want to grab one of these and see what the date is?
Yeah, I didn't think that was the right thing.
That was the right thing.
Okay, so look, moral of the story. Ladies, if you feel like you got to make out with another dude, don't do it on that date. Just do it on another day.
Give him your number.
Yeah, be courteous.
It's embarrassing.
Right.
That's like a dude giving the server a number. Like, you get crucified for that.
Yeah.
For
sure. And I tried that a couple times. It never works.
Yeah, don't do that either.
And don't do that either.
Because it's disrespectful to the woman you're with. Just say, hey, this isn't working out, and go back another night.
Well, I wasn't with nobody when I was talking.
Okay.
But it never worked out.
Yeah. Well, they get
servers
and bartenders.
This is a great one right here. Date idea. Crash someone else's party and pretend you are friends from years ago.
I like that.
That you're surprised that other guests don't remember.
That's fun. You ever do that?
No.
I don't think I've
that
ever
would be amazing.
That's a good time.
If you can, and that would be a nice bet too. If you can last at a party for more than 30 minutes, it's a huge wager. Mm-hmm. Huge wager.
I'm trying to think if I ever did anything close to that. I don't
crashed
think so.
a party.
I don't think I ever crashed a party.
I've crashed a couple parties.
We went to an adult prom, but we were invited, and then we hit up like a Thai food place after, which was kind of weird. We were just kind of weird looking.
Yeah.
But no, we ever went. I never went to a party. I'll tell you what.
I crashed a couple.
You went,
sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was a New Year's party, and then when
you're
at New Year's,
right? You used to party hard.
Yeah. Well, it was New Year's, and everybody on the floor was throwing a party.
Okay.
So everyone had all the doors open, the whole floor, the whole floor of suites. So it was nuts.
What hotel was that at?
Hard Rock? Venetian.
At the Venetian? You could do that?
Crazy.
That's a good time.
Crazy.
That's a good time.
It was awesome.
What's the back of that stick say?
I don't know. It kind of
You had a caricature of you both together would enjoy other street performance. I mean, that's kind of like going to
caricature.
A caricature is like they make the cartoon faces of you.
Okay.
But that you can kind of do that at First Friday in Vegas. Anytime,
okay. Right.
I love going to First Friday, just buying some art.
Oh, okay.
What I would like to do though is I would say to my date or my special human, like, I'll pick you out a piece of art, and you pick me out a piece of art. And let's keep it under $15 or something like that, and see what we come up with, and if we like what we picked out for the other one. That'd be a lot of fun.
Have you tried that yet?
No, because she hasn't been here for First Friday. And then I went to a First Friday.
Oh, so that's a brand new thought.
Yeah. That's a good one. I like to do.
Nice.
All right, let me.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
I think that'd be fun. First Fridays in general. If you're in Vegas, go to a First Friday, or go to a street fair like
First
that.
Fridays are serious.
So much fun.
They're shoulder to shoulder though. Mm-hmm. So if you're gonna go, just know that you're gonna be packed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Make sure that you
I took Joker to one.
Don't drink too much.
Mm-hmm. Don't drink too much. You can't even get a beer. The line to get a beer, by the time you get to the front, you're sober.
Yeah.
I
like to gamble a little bit.
You can gamble the First Friday?
Oh, what? They got the casinos right there. And so you play a little bit of craps.
Yeah.
Get a couple drinks.
Is that your game?
Oh, yeah.
Need something that would be a fun day. Craps or roulette. So I went.
You're right.
I was out. You guys didn't come out that night. It was me and Eric at Fremont. Y'all were at the New Orleans, I think, that night.
Yeah. At a small birthday. I think.
Yeah. And me and my buddy Eric were out at Fremont, and we were playing. Some. Well, he likes to play 3-card poker. I was playing roulette, and I sat at the roulette table. I was pretty lit, which is not me. It's very rare that I get drunk. Y'all see me drunk, but I don't normally get drunk. And I'm at the roulette table, and I'll tell you what, I saw a beautiful older woman, and probably older than me. Not older woman, but older than me in her 50s.
I love older women.
Yeah, she was in her 50s, but she was with her husband. So no hanky-panky. And not that there would be, right? And they seemed to be having so much fun. They were well-dressed. They must have just finished dinner, playing roulette kind of against each other. And I looked at them, and I said, I was a little hammered, and I said, y'all just have some chemistry there that is like amazing. They were playing roulette, they were well dressed, they were having fun, and they were just enjoying each other's company. And I said, that's the kind of life that everyone should want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just enjoying each other's company, playing some roulette. I thought it was a great time. A really good time. Now let's see what we got here. Dessert tour. Share taster-sized desserts in 3 different restaurants and with a decadent chocolatier. That's kind of restaurant-based.
Yeah.
Right? But I mean, I would say go to an ice cream spot and walk around town, or go to I told you about La Maison in New York, right? La Maison du Chocolat. That's a great, it's a great spot.
Excuse me a moment.
Yeah.
The one where you said that you can't ever order the white chocolate.
Well, yeah, I just think white chocolate's trash. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what this is. He's just bounced. It's done. Make something out of clay together. Like we're talking about,
like a pottery class.
Like Ghost, right? Like Ghost. I would take that a step further, and I would say I haven't done this date yet. I would like to do this with my special human. Do something like bring your own wine and do some art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
Like do a painting class. That kind of stuff. So we've gone through quite a few dates. We are getting ready to close out. And the reason that we did this is a couple of reasons. I haven't had Twice on in a minute, so I want to make sure I had Twice on. We were using this date night creative date ideas, which I thought was a good time. We're closing out the show, but I wanted to.
I had a bat in the cave the size of Gotham. Sorry.
What does that mean? Oh, you have to go to.
I had a booger in the nose. Oh. My nose the size of Gotham.
Gotcha. He just said that. I'm like, are you done? You're done for that? So y'all don't know this, but
no, I'm not.
At the end of these shows, typically Robbie and Twice will stay over. I got my buddy Kenneth might come over a little bit. We should go back, have a cigar, play some video games. This is important, just so you know, too. The reason that I do this show and the reason that I have my buddies over after, males talking to other males, I think is super important.
Very therapeutic.
I had a conversation. I'll be honest. We're going to close out, but I had a conversation with my father this week, and my father and I. We don't always get deep, right? He was saying my grandmother passed very recently, a couple years ago. And I know for a fact that was one of his advisors, one of his really solid advisors. She would give him advice. And he mentioned something to me once. He said, your grandmother wasn't the highest book smart like you, but she was super smart. And I said, Dad, you guys don't realize how smart you are. I never said that if you're not book smart, you're not smart.
Right.
I know a lot of people
that now.
I'm not smart. I remember a lot, right? And yes, my IQ is high, but I can't down with the checkbook. I forget. I don't know how to do certain things, right?
Yeah.
My grandmother was brilliant. My father's brilliant, but he asked me for some advice this week about just his life and stuff like that. And I'll be honest, the communication to me was such an honor that my father deems me worthy to give him something. I always ask him for advice. Dad, what do I do about this? Dad, should I get a safe to put my passport in? Dad, should I spend money on this? Should I do that? And he's always giving me advice, but very rarely does he ask me for advice. And it truly was an honor. So the reason we do the show, and then the reason we hang out after, it's important to get out and to speak to your dudes.
Yes.
Right? Dads, brothers, if you're gay, your husband, whatever. Because I think even gay couples too, if you have a relationship where you are not, one of them is not communicative because you have more of like a masculine personality, you speak fewer words, that's a problem, right? So we need to get into a pattern as men where we speak to each other more. So after this, I typically don't work tonight, which is rare. I work almost every night. And I have clients who are waiting on my work. We'll play a video game, we'll have a cigar by the fire, we'll just chill, and that's super important for us. And that being said, we're going to close out this show tonight Any final thought? What was your absolute? Give me quickly the worst date.
Worst date I ever had.
Worst date.
Man, I've had so many.
Yeah.
But the one where I ended up going to jail.
Wow.
That was a bad one.
Okay. Wow. I'm not going to be able to beat that one, so I'm not even going to try.
Me neither.
Yeah. My worst date, somebody messaged me right before the date started, and I wasn't even really, I just was going on the date because I thought maybe we'd click. She said to me, she texted me right before and said, I'm not sleeping with you tonight. And I said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't insinuating. I literally
wasn't planning on it.
I never ask for that. If it happens, great. It usually does because I'm.
He never asks you.
Literally, no, never. Because if you don't ask, it usually happens because you're charming and whatever. So she goes, well, I've just met a lot of a-holes, and so I just wanted to clarify that. I said, okay, cool. She gets there about 20 minutes late. While she's there, I walk into the bar that we were going to meet at. We were meeting for drinks at the bar, and then Dwayne says going to jail. We were meeting at the bar. She was a little late. There was share that story. Well, maybe we share that at the next one, unless you have time.
Man, maybe
Next time.
Next time. So
it's a complicated one.
Yeah. So
I can do it in like 5 minutes though.
Yeah. All right. So let me just quick. So she was a little late, and I'm pretty generous about giving out money. I try to give out a couple bucks here and there if I can. There
Umar.
Yeah, there was a veteran who was in a wheelchair outside my the bar that we were at, and I knew them pretty well from every time I saw them. And so I went. I only had $100 on me for food and drinks and stuff like that. That was the lowest bill I had. So I went to the bar. I said, "Hey, Bob, can you break 100?" Because I knew Bob. I was like, "Oh yeah, cool." So I bought myself a drink, broke 100, went back out and gave this woman a 20. She was a veteran and in her wheelchair. And when I came back in, the woman that I was supposed to meet was at the bar, and she goes, "You're late." I go, "You're late. You're about 20 minutes late." And I've been waiting. I was giving money to this homeless veteran outside, and she felt pretty silly. Needless to say, not only did we not sleep together, I never wanted to. She was just rude, and then we just didn't vibe. And then, funny enough, a couple of months later, I forgot. She was the coat check person at another restaurant, and I went to that restaurant for lunch with a date.
Yeah.
And handed her my coat. I didn't, So
thanks, baby.
Yeah. Can you share the going to jail in like 2 minutes or no?
Okay. It was Cinco de Mayo.
As all good jail.
As all good. Starts off all right.
Yep.
So I'm in my girl was super insecure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bringing this real pretty girl to meet us all.
Okay.
She already knows that the girl likes me, so she feels some type of way about it.
Yeah. Of course.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
I told her that this is really what it was. Is you don't have to feel some type of way about her. She knows about you. Like she knows about what her place is.
And you're more of a poly guy also, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so you were kind of working on that. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted both of them. I'm going to just keep it real.
Okay.
So,
which poly brings a whole different level of issues.
Yeah, for sure. Because because one girl told me, she said, if your main girl doesn't look as good as the next girl coming in, it will never work.
Well, there's different levels of who looks good and who I look at a partner.
If she don't feel like she's pretty, it don't matter.
My partner, in my opinion, is literally. I mean, I always say you're lucky you're cute because the way she fights dirty.
Yeah.
And she is hot. She is gorgeous in more ways than one. She's strong. She's empowered. She's beautiful. She's hot. So to me, I don't care who you are. Tess Holiday, Ashley Graham. You're not gonna beat her. You know, and she should know that. And if she doesn't, I make it a point to make sure she knows that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway. So
real quick, we end up going in there. As soon as she sees her, she says, "Oh, he's my man."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's it. And first thing, as soon as she sees her, didn't shake her hand, hide, nothing like that. I told her just chill. First thing she says is that, and I'm like, "Oh my God, it's gonna be long day."
Yeah.
So I end up kicking it. I let her, them talk to each other, whatever, hang out. She feels some type of way. Towards the hanging out with a couple of buddies I've seen in there.
Yeah.
She starts yelling at security for no reason. Security ends up throwing us out.
You and I had different perceptions of what happened. If you were drinking, I'll bet you there was a reason she was yelling at security. But
listen, I know that she went to talk to the other girl. Now, the girl did like me.
Yeah.
For sure. And so she ends up tripping. The girl the other girl's like, man, don't forget about her. Just come with me. She was real cool. I ended up going with my girl. She ends up trying to fight me. I'm trying to stop her.
Which girl? Your girl?
Yeah, she ends up trying to fight me. I'm like, bro, relax. She's drunk. She tried to walk down the street and go home. I tried to throw her in my car. Yeah. Police sees me, grab her. She falls down. They think it's domestic violence, and I end up going to jail.
Woo! So you have domestic violence on your record or no?
It got dismissed because the security guard seen the whole thing, and he testified for me.
Okay. All right, so we're going to wrap up the show. Next time you're on the show, we are going to talk about, I think that's the show, polyamory, do's and don'ts. We need some folks on the show. I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
We are ready to close that. You have just watched WGSN-DB Going Solo Network Radio, The Barbershop, with your host, Dr. Christopher Salute, special guest on tonight. Twice. We always have Robbie in the background, Cece producing in the back as well. We really enjoyed y'all today. Enjoyed your energy. Thank you so much. Stay safe out there. Just because the bars and restaurants are opening back up does not mean you have to hit them up right away. Please stay safe. Do something in general that keeps you and your partner safe or you and your date safe. There are 1,000,001 ideas. We went through about 10 or 12 of them using date night creative ideas. Y'all have a good night and welcome to thank you for listening to The Barbershop.
Hey, take care, y'all, 2 times. Man, if I would have went with the